pray for India should have the financial instruments needed to support for a risky ventures to bring Indianized innovations rather than copycat innovation to get low cost, good quality products. This article comes in Hindu Business Line on November 12th, 2025, written by Subodh Mathur, Shri.Subodh Mathur, Economist. Up to about 25 years ago, India's focus was not on innovation. It was on investment in people, agriculture, machinery, and infrastructure as the base. Today, India needs breakthrough innovation which leads to new or greatly improved goods or services that have large scale domestic impacts and possibly new export markets. We have had some of this, but it has not come from private firms and startups. The Aadhaar card was a modern breakthrough innovation. No other country had anything like Aadhaar, which was created quickly and cheaply. Its operational costs are low enough for the government to continue to give it for free. India's UPI is another breakthrough innovation. Even today, the payment system of other countries are not as good as UPI. Again, it was created at low cost by Indians and continues to be free. Chandrayaan's 3 landing near the moon's south pole was also a significant breakthrough. No country had sent a lander on that side of the moon. India was only the 4th country to have a moon lander. Once again, this innovation came at a lower cost. This high-tech innovation could be financed even though they were risky because their financier was the government, which unlike private funds was not looking at the risk and reward. This was also the case with the Jaipur food. This low-cost Indianized version of an international prosthetic for amputees was created by a doctor and a craftsman who funded it initially and gave it for free. It is a rehabilitation boon for low-income injured people in India and some other countries. Clearly, India has the talent, so have our startups not produced a flurry of such innovation. We do have some high-tech products that are Indianized version of available international products. That's helpful as the Indianized products are better for us, but it's not enough. We also get straight copies of foreign products and services, which is just copycat innovation. This could also be helpful, but it's not enough. Recently, there has been much buzz about Indian products that essentially do just what the already available foreign products do. The Indian products are not cheaper, faster, or are better than what people are already using. It's simply that they are Indian, not foreign products. And there is pressure on people to switch to them as a nationalistic practice. Support Indian products. How long will we depend on foreign things? This is a call for protectionism. Though foot forwards a nationalism, there are also calls for explicit protectionism. Look, China banned so many foreign services and developed its own successful products. India should do the same. There is no attention paid to the total time and effort in mass scale switching to a product that is not better than what people are already using. Anyhow, China did not grow spectacularly from such bans. The growth came from massive low-cost exports. India has no such exports. Now China is leading or competing with the world in several emerging technologies. India is not. So India has to find its own way. Funding risk. One of the main reasons for India is not having breakthrough innovation from its startup is that India's financial markets are not willing or able to finance ideas that are seen as high risk. Even somewhat established startups use or need foreign funds, though some startups do manage with Indian funds. However, India's savings generally flow into less risky ventures such as projects undertaken by flourishing conglomerates. A key part of the problem is that India does not have the financial instruments needed to channel non-risk averse funds into risky ventures. The average Indian saver will never finance risky investments. However, now India has enough people who can risk some money in hopes of high rewards, but they are not well connected to risky startups. We needed to create new workable channels to channel money from willing Indian savers to risky startups. It's not something that can be done easily or quickly. This is what the RBI, the Union Finance Ministry, the financially savvy private groups and thinkers need to put together. It's this financial sector innovation that will spur breakthrough innovations from bright young Indians. Let's get moving. Bible talks about financial support to risky ventures innovation in India in Judges chapter 9 verse 17. For my father fought for you and risked his life and delivered you from the hands of Midian. Amen. It should happen for India.